morning, everyone, and welcome to this PowerPack session. I always look forward to DSCI FINSEC event. We've been attending this for last 4 or 5 years consecutively and presenting our ideas. And in this session, we will be presenting and talking about AI security as the topic suggests, and share our views and our learnings, what we are seeing from the market, what we are hearing from our customers, and the kind of solutions we are building around the AI security, right? Just to recap, last year when I was here, we talked about how AI is turbocharging the speed and scale of attacks, right? So we are talking about adversaries, attackers are leveraging AI because the technology is also available to them to building ransomwares, compromise and exfiltrate enterprise environments, take data out, and then exploit new vulnerabilities. All these are happening at a very, very fast pace, leaving no time for us to even detect and react to these situations, right? Palo Alto Networks, as we presented last time, incorporated precision AI into all our product portfolio, empowering, bringing, harnessing the power of the AI in all our platforms, including network security platforms, cloud security platforms, and the SecOps, to make sure that we could able to detect and in real time could able to protect against these threats, right? It's a continuous journey. We continue to innovate, we continue to bring new capabilities in our product and features to make sure that your environment, our customers' environment are completely safeguarded against new and modern threats, right? But of course, the topic for today is something different, right? I want to build on top of this and talk about the AI adoption in the current schema of things, right? In an enterprise environment or a consumer environment, we all are aware that AI adoption is increasing, right? It's a rapid pace. And the AI is evolving faster than anyone predicted. For example, just as stats, right? The chat GPT used to hit 1 million users in 5 days. But recently, they are hitting and crossing that benchmark in less than 1 hour. So that's the pace, that's the adoption we are talking about, right? Now, of course, when we are talking about enterprise environments, it's completely different than consumer environment, right? Let's look at how AI is being consumed by enterprises, okay? Like my company, like your companies, right? There are 2 ways we are seeing the AI is being used. The first and foremost is your employees, like me and you, are using AI, Gen AI tools, right? For, improvising the productivity, meeting notes and so on and so forth and all those things. And at the same time, your application developers are creating apps using AI models, to make sure that they are much better, they learn, they adopt, and then could able to deliver business outcomes much faster, right? Now, of course, these all AI adoption brings in new threat vectors, right, which needs to be taken care of. And in my presentation, I will briefly touch upon some of them, right? So let's dive in into the employees segment, the AI access segment. As we mentioned, the employees are using AIs, right? Whether they are using on their corporate machines or they are using on the personal machines, right? But they are using AI to improvise their task, right? Approximately, we are seeing some 12,000 applications are available, Gen AI application available to do different things, right? For example, helping writing emails, right? Making better presentations, generating images, and so on and so forth, and all those things, right? All these sort of applications are available, and it will continue to boom. For example, if I take an example of Hugging Face, right? Hugging Face itself, which is a open AI platform model available out there, they themselves has 500,000 plus applications available for you to use and leverage, right? So that's an open platform available for everybody, and then you can build your app on top of that, right? So that's the amount, that's the the explosion of AI applications we are talking about, and it is not going to slow down. Okay. Now, when we are using AI, the sole purpose is to make sure that our productivity or the employee productivity is improved, right? So let's say, for example, if I'm using AI application, I make sure that my productivity is improving, my efficacy is improving, right? And in an enterprise environment, what we have seen is if they are allowing the use of GenAI application, the overall productivity of the employees are increasing by 40%, right? And at the same time, if these applications are used for collaboration, for example, if you are walking out of a meeting, okay, whether it is in person or virtual, your minutes of the meetings are already ready, okay? The entire discussion has been summarized. All the action items has been captured. And then it is sent to everybody who joined that specific meeting. Sounds like magic, but this is happening, right? Because the GenAI tool was listening to your conversation. He was virtually part of the meeting, and he knows what has been discussed and what has been decided as the next step. So all these actions and the discussion is summarized and sent to everybody. Similarly, if I have to make a presentation, I have some ideas, right? What I can do is I can simply upload those ideas in a form of text, and then AI can generate images relevant to that ideas. Correct? Makes things easy, simple, effective. That's the current use what we are seeing across the enterprises. Okay? And then of course there are different use cases depending on the type of field you are into, right? For example, marketing. It is completely transforming the way people are marketing the product into the market, right? Now, once you are hooked up, or once your employee is hooked up to AI, and they have started using AI applications, there is no going back. Okay? Extremely difficult. I mean, once you get used to it, there is no way going back, right? Now, moving on, while we are using, or your employees are using these applications, knowingly or unknowingly, they are bringing new risk into enterprise environments, okay? One fundamental issue is uploading confidential data to the third-party GenAI applications, right? Maybe I'm a software developer, I will simply write a code and upload to the GenAI application to check my code, whether it is good or bad, right? But unknowingly, I'm uploading my logic into the third-party or the open space. It could include my username, password, and then stuff like that and all those things, right? I can upload my personal data, my corporate data into third-party GenAI application, which further can be distributed across, right? So all those challenges are associated when it comes to employee accessing the AI GenAI applications, right? Now, at Palo Alto Networks, At Palo Alto Networks, when we realized that AI is going to be the reality, we started building our application, we started building our solutions, making sure that the employees, the corporates, and the organization could safely enable the use of AI in their corporate environment, right? So there are 4 principles we decided to include with respect to addressing the issue associated with AI access. Is first of all, we would like to make sure that the CISO team or the security team or the business team has a complete visibility of the GenAI application used by the employees, right? So they would like to have the complete visibility of what is being used in my environment. And at the same time, limit the ability, limit the upload, download, the kind of data being uploaded into chatbots, looking for PII data, looking for confidential data, and then filtering those data in real time before it is getting uploaded, before it is leaving your corporate environment and hitting the third-party GenAI applications. And then, of course, make sure that it is safeguarding against the next generation of AI threats as well. So using these 4 principles, we actually built AI access security solution from Palo Alto Networks to take care of these challenges. At this point in time, we have 2,800 plus GenAI application support available on our platform, which the corporate, the organizations can go ahead and safely enable without worrying about those security risks, right? And your employees can go ahead and use these applications securely. Now, the best part is that all this security or additional security is available to you by leveraging your existing investment, which you have done on Palo Alto Networks, which includes Palo Alto Networks next generation firewalls, or a Prisma Access, or any former network security solution which is available from Palo Alto Networks. So these capabilities are available natively in our network security platforms. So you can leverage those platforms to safeguard against AI access security threats. Let's look at the second part of the problem, which is enterprises are building AI applications, using AI tools, AI models. Now, of course, AI is inevitable because it is bringing business outcomes better, faster, bigger, and I think everybody is going, maybe you already doing some pilots, you're already doing some testing, or maybe you're already running some AI application, for your business, right? Of course, it has benefits. For example, some of the benefits are mentioned here, where a drug, the pharmaceutical company could able to create a better product by analyzing the public data available, right? There are Wendy's, basically, for example, is improvising the drive-through orders automatically by identifying the orders, what people are ordering over a period of time, and getting better and better, and so on and so forth, right? So, well, AI is hitting your application infrastructure, right? It is not as good as just adding one more component to your applications, right? We have known that the classic application was built on 3 tiers: web, front end, mid-tier applications, and a database. With cloud adoption, that things got changed. Now we saw containers coming in, we saw microservices getting disrupted, changing the way we have been writing applications. With AI, it is changing again. It is not just one plugin which you're going to add into AI. It is actually the complete AI stack which will get incorporated in your application stack. So now the AI will have full access to your database, full access to your information, internal information, and then it will connect with vector database, LLMs, and internet connectivity to make sure that it can provide better results, high accuracy outputs to your business environment, right? Now with that change, it also brings new risks. For example, if you are incorporating LLMs, right? So it will have issues related to the vulnerabilities of the LLMs. Malicious scripts could be part of that LLMs. And then, the sensitivity of the data and so on and so forth. So quickly summarizing these attacks, let's say if you are building, AI application in-house, and you will let your consumers interact with that specific application, it could lead to prompt injection attacks, right? Which means the user could feed in certain prompt, and then the application will give a confidential output which was not supposed to be there, right? And then the sensitive data leak, insecure outputs, right? All these could lead to business loss. Similarly, if you're talking about, or if you're thinking about AI agents, it will further complicate the application architecture, because AI agents will have the autonomous power to interact with multiple application, multiple database in your environment and take action on your behalf, right? Which again leads to additional security risks such as access to permissions, right? Because now it is taking action on your behalf, read and write permissions. So you need to know what kind of permissions are these agents are having today, and can it be misused, right? So memory poisoning, tool misuse are additional risks. These are the 5 new attack types we are seeing when it comes to AI development in a corporate environment. Now, of course, industry has responded to this, and I'm sure when you walk out of the room, you will see so many AI-related, solutions out there, some good solutions. But the traditional response is completely fragmented. Okay, for each issue, for each problem, you will be forced to buy multiple solutions, and then it is your responsibility to stitch them together, make them talk to each other, different consoles, different management, different skills, and then try to achieve your business outcomes. Or there is a better way of partnering with the Fortune 500 company like Palo Alto Networks, okay, to help you develop your applications more securely. So Palo Alto Networks launched Prisma AI Runtime Security, which includes, again, built on 5 principles, including the model scanning. So when your developers are using any models, the Prisma AIRS will scan that model for vulnerabilities, and whether it is sanctioned, unsanctioned, or does it have any hidden malicious script inside the model, right? So all those things will be scanned. Posture management. Do they have excessive permissions? What are the logics they are running in? What are the permissions these AI tools has? All those will be scanned and presented to you. AI red teaming. So now the tool itself will do a vulnerability testing of your AI applications. So again, we are using AI agents, which is trained to launch an attack, just behaving like as an attacker, and will try to figure out vulnerabilities, will try to figure out security gaps in your application before the attackers could able to do that, right? And then we'll present the gaps so you can go ahead and fix that. Automated way, completely behaving as an attacker. Similarly, the LLM security and the AI agent security as well, without deploying any new agents. Correct, so this all solution is available without deploying any new agents in your environment. So first of all, if you're already using Palo Alto Networks cloud security solutions, this is available as an extension to the same solution, right? With that, we can help you with easy discovery of all the AI solutions or AI-related applications being used in your environment, and then provide a comprehensive view of the risk associated with those applications. And then we also have the white test protection against the AI tools. OISP, top 10 is also covered with these solutions. Data protections and the, related to any other, security threats which is related to these things. And the best part is that this solution is being continuously trained by all our customers, right? So we have 70,000 plus customers using Palo Alto Network solutions, where we are using that data to make our AI agents more accurate, more powerful, and deliver the solutions in real time. So that's all I had to address briefly, but I will be very happy to discuss this in detail in our booth. And we also have a session post-lunch where we are going to talk about the SecOps, the AI use in SecOps, and the AI use in the employee things. And then we also have the booth. So I'll be very happy if you can all come to our booth to have a detailed discussion. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Mr. Tariq Ansari. So we'll take questions. Do we have any questions? Anyone from the audience? We'd love to take maybe say 1 or 2 questions, very brief questions if you'll have any. Anyone from the audience? Yes. Can we please pass the mic here?
Just take one question. Sure. We'll take one question. No problem.
Thanks for the session. One quick question. So we are talking about agents on top of agents here, and we are talking about data on which those agents are trained. What is the security aspect that you are kind of recommending for the organizations who are going to entrust you with the data?
Okay. So let's say you have data, right, with you, and then you're building AI application on top of that. That's right. So when you're building AI stack, as I mentioned, it will have a lot of components coming in. Okay. So you will build up front end, you will have a mid-tier, and then AI will be part of that particular things, right? While the data is moving across, let's say, for example, if you want to prevent against prompt injection, okay, the Palo Alto solution will monitor that transaction. So when the employees or consumer or the end user is interacting with your AI application, what sort of questions they are asking, okay? And what is the response coming in from your AI application? It will monitor both. And then it will sanitize the response accordingly, right? Similarly, let's say if somebody is smart enough to type a question in a way which will force your application to respond back with some sensitive data, which you don't want to expose, right? This AI security solution will make sure that it does not get passed along. That's one. Second, if your developers are using any database, any LLM models, right, or AI models, for example, right, typically the behavior is they will go to open source and they will download any model which is suitable to that particular task, right? And then security, I mean, the developers are not security focused, right? They are outcome focused. It may be possible that that particular database, that particular AI model itself has vulnerabilities, okay, which can be exploited. And on top of that, it may have some malicious script, you don't know. right? So with these solutions, the AI security solution, we will make sure that your environment is clean. Your developer is using sanctioned models, or whatever they are using, at least you will have an inventory that, hey, my developers are using these many things. And if there is any risk associated with that, or vulnerability associated with that, or by our experience, while we are serving 70,000 plus customers all across the globe, if we have seen a bad behavior by any AI database or AI model, we will be able to inform you. And then you can take a decision to stop that model. So that's how you're going to play a role. Thanks.